Traveling can be costly, but for the Amish, it's an exercise in simplicity and resourcefulness. They figured out how to go around at a low cost. How do they do this? Let's look at the top 10 methods the Amish travel on a budget. Typically owned by one or more buggies tailored to their specific needs, the iconic Amish buggy is not only a symbol of their culture, but also their most economical means of local travel powered by their horses, thus eliminating the need for gas, insurance, or costly maintenance. Some buggies are open during the warmer months, while others are sealed over the winter. Families usually personalize their buggies with basic, practical extras such as padded seats for comfort on longer journeys or rain covers. By maintaining their buggies, the Amish save much on transportation costs while remaining loyal to their beliefs of simplicity and self-reliance. Buggy repairs include regular checks of the wheels, axles, and harnesses, as well as proper horse care. Keeping their transportation dependable is dependent on feed, grooming, and veterinary care, all of which are painstakingly budgeted throughout the year. The Amish use their buggies for more than just transportation. They're a way for them to connect with their community, whether they're going to a neighbor's house, a church service, or a local market. For short distances, the Amish favor the simplest choice of all, walking. It's not only free, but it also corresponds with their desire to live at a slower, more purposeful pace. Walking is more than just a practical mode of transportation. It's a daily practice that improves physical health and builds a strong connection with one's environment. The well-trodden walkways and dirt roads of Amish communities reflect the community's reliance on foot travel for errands, social visits, and school transportation. Walking promotes consciousness and connection to one's surroundings, allowing the Amish to enjoy nature while also strengthening community relationships. Amish students sometimes walk to school in groups, resulting in a social experience that fosters friendships and a sense of community. Walking to a neighbor's house or attending a neighborhood function allows people to stay in touch and converse. In a society where convenience is often prioritized, the Amish remind us that the most basic modes of transportation may bring the most joy, whether it's a quiet walk to a neighbor's house or a Sunday morning trip to church. Walking in groups becomes a custom for major events like weddings or large gatherings, emphasizing the importance of connection and shared experiences. When longer distances or emergencies call for faster travel, the Amish rely on a unique solution: carpooling with non-Amish drivers, known as English drivers, which lets Amish families access locations like hospitals, big markets, or distant relatives without owning or running motor vehicles themselves. These drivers, who are frequently trusted and get close to Amish communities, contribute to making the process simple and comfortable. By splitting the cost of transportation, Amish families ensure they can travel effectively while keeping expenses down. Carpooling expenditures are typically shared based on mileage and number of passengers. This strategy is both cost-effective and environmentally good because it reduces the number of cars on the road. Carpooling with trusted drivers is a realistic alternative that upholds Amish principles while offering access to necessary services and long-distance travel possibilities. The Amish frequently arrange for multiple families to travel together for large occasions such as weddings or for business purposes such as selling items at markets. This reduces costs even further and makes the trip more enjoyable. These shared rides develop bonds not only within families, but also between the Amish and their English neighbors, fostering mutual understanding and collaboration. Public transport, such as trains and buses, is another cost-effective option for the Amish, particularly for cross-country trips. It's practical, inexpensive, and accessible without the need for personal vehicles. Trains are a popular choice among the Amish since they provide spacious seating and the ability to travel long distances without the hassles of owning a car. Many Amish communities are purposefully located near bus or train stations, so public travel is a convenient option. With careful preparation and modest living, public transport enables the Amish to travel long distances while keeping prices down. Amish travelers typically carry their meals and snacks, eliminating the need to purchase food during the journey. When possible, they get tickets ahead of time to take advantage of lower prices and discounts. Buses are another popular mode of transportation, especially for rural travel. Their approach to public transport reflects their wider values, avoiding unnecessary spending and appreciating the journey as much as the goal. Amish families usually rely on dependable and reasonably priced planned bus routes to get to nearby towns or larger events. Public transport lets Amish families stay in touch with friends and relatives in far-off towns, enabling them to visit loved ones or attend major events without running large expenses. Based on the Amish principle of mutual assistance, hitching rides with friends or neighbors is a common practice among the Amish, especially when someone in their community already owns a vehicle and is heading in the same direction. Many times, a neighbor with a truck offers to accompany an Amish family or someone who needs to travel to town. It's a simple way to save money while also strengthening neighborhood bonds. While there is no formal structure, Amish passengers are expected to contribute to petrol expenditures or present a little gesture of appreciation, such as baked pastries or fresh produce. For bigger parties, such as church meetings or weddings, Amish households may arrange for multiple rides through neighbors or acquaintances who possess vehicles. These group trips serve a valuable function and foster community spirit. These shared travels not only save money, but also strengthen the close-knit connections that are important to Amish life. This method is also employed in emergencies, such as hospital trips or supply pickup during inclement weather. Amish homes are quick to support each other in times of need, ensuring that no one is left stranded. The Amish show that travel can be an opportunity to connect and help one another. It doesn't have to be expensive or difficult, by depending on the kindness and support of their neighbors. Boats and ferries are especially common in Amish communities near major rivers, such as those in Pennsylvania and Ohio. In areas with rivers, the Amish use boats or ferries to cross the waterways. It's a practical and economical way to bypass natural boundaries. By eliminating the need for lengthy diversions around rivers, these modes of transportation save time and energy. Ferry travel is frequently scheduled to coincide with market days or community events, allowing multiple families to split the cost of the ride. Some Amish towns even operate their ferries, keeping costs low while delivering an essential service to their neighbors. These services are typically run by trustworthy members of the Amish community or others who live nearby. Aside from ferries, smaller boats could be used to transport crops, timber, or handcrafted products across rivers. For the Amish, traveling by ferry is more than just practical, it's an opportunity to appreciate the natural beauty of their surroundings. These boats, which are frequently made and maintained by Amish communities, reflect their inventiveness and competence. Whether for daily travel or special events, river crossings provide the Amish a dependable and reasonably priced means to negotiate their local geography. For larger groups or special events, Amish families often rent or borrow horse-drawn wagons, sharing the cost and the experience. These wagons are rented for events such as weddings, funerals, and community meetings where multiple families must travel together. Though still reasonably priced and environmentally friendly, they're spacious and designed to accommodate larger events. These wagons are often owned by individuals or families from the Amish community and are retained for this purpose. Rent is kept low because the emphasis is on meeting community needs rather than profit. The slow pace of a wagon ride allows for connection, conversation, and appreciation of the countryside, a reminder that travel can be about more than just the destination. And for long distances, these wagons may be equipped with basic comforts like padded seating or coverings to protect passengers from the elements. Families of all kinds will find this acceptable, especially given the shared expense. The Amish ensure that even large travels are cheap and compatible with their principles of community and simplicity by pooling resources and traveling together. Trains aren't just for passengers, they're also an economical way for Amish farmers to transport goods like produce, cattle, and furniture to far-off markets. Railroads make it easier for Amish craftsmen and farmers to transport large amounts of commodities. For example, furniture makers may ship their handcrafted wares to metropolitan areas where trains provide lower rates. This reliance on railroads reduces the cost of individual shipments, making them more affordable than utilizing leased private cars. Coordinating shipments as a community is common. The Amish often negotiate group rates with goods companies, ensuring their costs remain low while maintaining access to broader markets. Several families or businesses share the costs of shipping their items together. The collaborative effort strengthens community economic ties and helps to reduce costs even further. Trains are frequently used to travel long distances for personal reasons such as attending weddings or visiting extended relatives. Combining commodities and passenger services allows Amish households to increase the efficiency of their travel and commercial endeavors. Amish households save money by scheduling their visits with cargo deliveries, ensuring that their travels are intentional. Trains remain a vital tool for Amish communities, balancing affordability with practicality and ensuring they can easily negotiate both local and far-off needs. While not as iconic as the buggy, bicycles are a popular and inexpensive mode of transportation for short distances, especially among younger Amish people. Bicycles are an inexpensive, practical solution for running errands, making short excursions, visiting friends or neighbors, and even commuting to neighborhood workplaces. Individuals and households may afford them because they require little maintenance and no fuel. Scooters, which are essentially simplified bicycles without gears, are also popular in some Amish towns. By maintaining their bicycles themselves, the Amish keep costs low and ensure that bikes remain in good working condition for years. Children and adults alike find these intriguing because they're often handcrafted and require less maintenance than a normal bike. In some cases, bicycles are used in small-scale Amish companies. Bicycles aren't just for personal use, they're also a practical way to transport goods, such as baked items, fresh produce, or small handmade crafts. Young people, for example, may bring items such as bread or jam into their communities, converting an affordable mode of transportation into a valuable business tool. Bicycles also provide a sense of independence and connection, enabling young Amish people to visit friends or attend community events without relying on others for transportation. This independence is especially crucial for teenagers and young adults since it allows them to form relationships and contribute meaningfully to their families or businesses. The Amish demonstrate their commitment to sustainable, low-cost travel that reflects their ideals of simplicity and resourcefulness by using bicycles for short trips. While buggies are more frequent, horseback travel is another time-tested and inexpensive way employed by the Amish for both utilitarian and pleasure purposes. Horseback travel is particularly beneficial for crossing rugged terrain or regions where buggies cannot easily pass. It's an adaptable option for farmers visiting distant fields, hunters traveling through wooded areas, or those racing to nearby destinations. Horses are often taught to respond to vocal orders and light reins, demonstrating the deep bond between Amish riders and their horses. Riding a horse provides greater flexibility and speed than walking, while remaining true to the Amish values of simplicity and sustainability. Horseback riding is ideal for errands or short journeys because saddlebags may contain tools, food, or other small goods. Horseback riding is a valuable skill passed down through generations and a society activity in some Amish towns when groups ride together to events or meetings, enhancing their bond with one another and the natural world. Young children learn riding skills, which boosts their confidence and independence as they help with home chores or errands. Horses, like their buggies, are a valuable resource for the Amish, requiring care, attention, and respect, a reflection of their environmentally conscious approach to travel and living. Horses used for riding are frequently shared among families or rented from neighbors, eliminating the financial burden of ownership and ensuring that everyone has access to this mode of transportation. Traveling by horseback reminds us that occasionally the journey itself can be the most rewarding part of the experience, a chance to connect with nature, build relationships, and embrace the simple joys of life. Travel for the Amish people reflects their principles, not just a means of getting from one place to another. They show that travel does not have to be expensive or complicated to be meaningful by emphasizing simplicity, resourcefulness, and community first. From buggies to bicycles and even carpooling with neighbors, the Amish remind us that careful decisions can save money, build relationships, and create chances to slow down and enjoy the journey. Which of these Amish transportation ideas inspired you the most? Tell us in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to gain a better knowledge of their timeless way of life. May your travels be easy, meaningful, and reasonably priced. Till the next time.